Speaking of mental health, you did a season on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Not speaking of mental health.
Well, that's my open. So, you know, I knew you before Housewives.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was surprised to see you on it, given all the things that happened on that show. So tell us what it was like going from big-time scripted television to a reality series. How was that?
Well, you know, honestly, the real turning on its ear was just the schedule, because when you're doing scripted, you know, you show up, you're at either a studio or soundstage or on location, and you have, you know, your set amount of hours that you work, because it's regulated by the unions. And so in the reality world, it's a lot more loose in terms of the scheduling. But other than that, you know, it was interesting being me. When I'm used to being scripted for so many decades of my career. Right. But, you know, certainly glad that we did that. Certainly glad that on the heels of that, I did Dancing with the Stars, because they both came at a point where I was celebrating 40 years in the industry and wanted to start that next set of chapters with uncharted waters.
So one more question, though. You know, what's interesting is, you know, I watch these shows. It's one of my guilty pleasures to watch reality television. But I got to ask you this as an inside baseball question. Some of these confrontations, I mean, I feel like you guys are purposely put into situations where you're going to confront. I mean, you know, if you know someone doesn't like someone else, yet you have them sit down for a dinner or for a lunch, and you know things are going to blow up.
Well, that's part of the formula, you know, throwing cats in a bag and then seeing what happens. And then when you open the bag, who's still there? So you know, you kind of go into it understanding that. And my thing was, I'm just going to be true to myself and be my authentic self, because I'm me 40 years before this Joker, and I'm going to be me for another 140 after.
And Kim, guess what? You absolutely did that. You were you through and through all the chaos, and that's why I love you so much.
Love you, brother. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on this.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us, huh? We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.